Hey guys, Augiesaint here and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I want to talk to you guys about everything we learned yesterday on stream farming hard mode dungeons. You guys should totally hop on by at twitch.tv/Augiesaint. We are streaming every single day, figuring out stuff and farming with the community. Come join the fun. It's a lot of fun building up the community and just figuring out everything there is to know with the first Descendant. So without further ado, what did we learn from hard mode dungeons? So hard mode dungeons is going to be the best way for you to actually get these golden type amorphous materials, which you will need for a lot of the ultimate Descendants if you're trying to farm those, as well as a bunch of the ultimate weapons. But more importantly, really for me, it was about the energy activator, as the energy activators have a 6% chance to drop from these relics, whereas the normal mode relics that we did on the Gravewalker in yesterday's video has a 3% drop chance. Now you can farm those a lot faster, but yesterday I ran 71 runs of Gravewalker to finally get one drop on the 3%. So I decided to myself then and there, we're not doing normal mode relics anymore, so we jumped into hard mode to try and farm these 6% drop chances. I mean, it's double the drop chance. It might be a little bit slower, but that's not the only thing you're getting. You're getting a bunch of other stuff as well, like the ultimates and everything I spoke to you about before. And it's just going to be overall where you want to come and farm. So first of all, let me show you guys the one that we were farming yesterday. This is not by any means the best one. This is just the one we tested all day yesterday. And we could get this down to about an 8.5 minute run. And then we actually did hit the second breakpoint on the point. So let me show you guys. You come over to these operations, Studio of the Descendant. Now this has to be on hard mode. And apparently they will eventually, or in a hotfix really soon, be adding matchmaking. So you can't matchmake these. Otherwise you have to go in with a pre-made. So I should totally hop on the streams. We are farming these pretty much every single day. Today we'll probably go try out a different one. So let's have a look at how this interface works. So you have your rewards up here. You can actually change. So there is the same one, 106, 106. And these have a different chance depending on your score. But let's actually go, you can change over here, you can choose a different one. We usually run it on the second one because we're trying to get the energy activator. It seems like most of these hard mode dungeons, the first one is always like an ultimate, so that one's ultimate bunny. But then if we go ahead and change it over to this one, it seems like it's always an energy activator on the 6%. So we were trying to farm these because energy activators are so hard to come by, and these take like 30 hours to craft. So you want to make sure you are crafting one every 30 hours. When you can, because you need a couple of them. You don't need as many as the catalyst, but you do need a couple of these. So how this works is you have the score acquisition chance. So at a 5,000, well, this one over here, this is the first one, right? So you can get one drop. It's pretty much guaranteed no matter what your score. You see 5,000 score, you still get it. So you get one guaranteed every single time, but then you have a chance to get a second one even at the base score. So 5,000, you'll probably finish with about 20,000 score just by running through and not doing anything. And you will get a 25% chance at getting a second one. We found the most efficient to be at the 33k mark, because if you're trying to go for the 66 score, 66,000, it's going to take you about double the time as what it would for you to go for the 33,000. So essentially you'll be farming more overall, because if you run one dungeon, for example, in 10 minutes, we get to 33,000 score. That means that we have a guaranteed one drop in 10 minutes, and we have a 50% chance at a second drop. But then say now you are doing the 66,000 score, and just as an example, it takes you 20 minutes, so double the time. You will get a guaranteed 2 to drop, but we can actually run another one in that time because it's another 10 minutes, 10 and 10, so we can get 2 of our runs in at 33k, and thus we'll get 2 guaranteed and 2 potentially more. So we could potentially get up to 4, whereas you could only get up to 2 if you are doing the 66. Now that's not going to be exact numbers, but with our testing yesterday at 33.1, our best run was about 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes. And then the 66, we didn't even try it, but we had some friends in Discord that was running it, and they said it took them between 15 to 20 minutes. So you can see just by that math, that's basically double the time. So most efficiently, go for 33k. Now there's a little bit of nuance behind how you get this. So first of all, you want to make sure you are selecting all of these modifiers, because these modifiers will add to your score. As you see there, 150% score. Now basically you just get score from killing things. We tried dying as well. Dying doesn't seem to reduce the score. Some people said it did, but we had a death in there and our score didn't change at all. It doesn't seem that the score is affected by dying or speed at all. It seems like it's just affected by the amount of mobs you kill. So the sweet spot we found for this dungeon in particular is once you get to the second part, as you guys can see in the background, where you have to stand on these like zones, you capture them 6 out of 6. Instead of capturing all 6 right away, capture 5 out of 6, and then you wait for 2 waves extra of mobs, because they will keep spawning waves extra while you wait for the timer to tick down. So you wait at usually about 2 waves of just normal ads, and then the third wave that spawns is like an elite. So you do the elite twice. So that means you need to wait for like 6 waves. Basically, just after you've killed the second elite, once you guys have 5, go ahead and then stand on the 6th one so you can proc it and then go on with the dungeon. And then by the time you get to the boss room, you should have about 31 to 32,000 score. And then the boss, I believe himself, actually gives you 1,000 score as well. But you can just, if you want to be sure, get to 33k before you go, or get really close, because it is actually 33.3k score. So you want to make sure you get at least 33k score as you kill the boss. But if you've done everything like we said up until this point, you should have enough points by the time you kill the boss, because he will be spawning ads during his phases. So depending on how fast you kill the boss, you should have the score. Sometimes we're too fast and we have to wait for like one or two extra mobs to spawn in the boss fight. And then you just have to wait and just check your score before you actually do kill the boss. Make sure you add that 33k mark before you kill the boss, so you'll get your 50% chance at receiving a second Amorphous material. So get out there and farm your Amorphous materials, guys. Get out of normal mode. This is like double the chance. Hard mode is where you want to be. Get to farming. Join the streams to come check out all the action live, as well as join in on the action. I'd love to see you guys all there. And that's going to be it for this video. So if you liked it, please drop a like and a sub to the channel. It helps me out so much, as well as ask any questions you have in the comments. Join the Discord. We have been building that up over the last few days. I believe there's about 300 of you guys in there. We got quite a few people in the first Descendant section. They're actually grouping up and helping each other out. So join the Discord. It's nice to see it start growing there. And it's just there for you guys, for the community. Let's build it up and have some fun and just grind it out, boys. Thank you so much. I will catch you guys in the streams and in the next video. Augiesaint out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the